What is up, you guys? Max back here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a 1,000 mile update on my 2022 CA Corvette. I'm just going to be talking about my thoughts on the car in general, the things I like, maybe the things I didn't like, and some problems that have come up. Just to start off, I want to say my overall experience has been great with the car, so nothing drastic has happened as far as me not liking the car or anything like that. My impressions of the car, if you guys have watched my previous videos, have pretty much stayed the same. I love the car. It's a pleasure to drive. I'm blessed to drive it, and it's the best car I've personally ever driven. With that being said, I want to talk about exactly what has been going on. So currently I'm at 993 miles. After 500 miles is really where you get to unlock the car and really push it. Not that you can't push it under 500 miles, but your RPMs are restricted, and for those that just know the CA Corvette, you know that's the factory break-in period. So I've been really having a good time with the car for the last 500 miles, and it's been a good experience. And I will start off with just the things I like about the car. So the speed and acceleration is pretty crazy. It's probably the fastest car I've driven. I've driven some pretty quick cars and been in some pretty quick cars. I've been in a Camaro ZL1, a newer one, supercharged Mustang GT, the new 2022 Tesla Model S, the long range one, not the Plaid, but the long range one, which is still pretty quick in its own right. And this is up there with all of them. Certainly some of the Teslas feel a little quicker just because of that torque. But as far as 0 to 60, it's pretty crazy. So it's listed at 2.9, and I actually haven't done any launch control with it just because I'm trying to not baby the car, but just because I've been a little nervous to do something like that, and I want to take care of the car. But eventually I will, and you can just tell when accelerating from like 20 to 50, 20 to 60, 30 to 80, whatever. There is some serious performance with this car. And that kind of goes without saying. Everyone knows it's the first mid-engine Corvette. Corvettes are already fast to begin with. C7, C6, those are pretty quick cars, so this car just tops that, and I'm not going to touch on that too much. So now to talk about some of the things I did not like about the car up to this 1,000 mile mark. Not that this has anything to do with the miles, but it does have to do with the car and just driving it for X amount of miles. You really get a feel for it. I would say that I feel fine, but you do feel like the area is a little small for the driver. Now, I'm not really a small person, I guess. I'm like 6 foot, maybe 6'1", 200 pounds, something like that. And I would say that I feel really buckled in and I feel really tight. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, because it's a sports car. You want to feel like you're locked in. But even with these GT1 seats, I feel pretty tight in the seat, and I feel like I'm not going anywhere, which, like I said, is a good thing. I can't imagine the GT2 seats. I haven't gotten the opportunity to sit in a CA Corvette with the GT2 seats, or certainly not the competition seats. That would be probably crazy. But that is one thing I've noticed, and I've just noticed the area for like legroom and things like that hasn't been super ideal. Not that it's been uncomfortable, but you can tell it's pretty close, right? Like, so if I was like 6'3", you would really potentially be uncomfortable. So maybe there's bigger guys that have driven this car, and you can comment down below and let me know whether I'm way off about that or not. But I just feel like it's a little tight, and I have driven a C7 Corvette, and it's totally different as far as the room you get being the driver. So I haven't really actually sat in the passenger seat for an extended period of time, but maybe it's different for the passenger. But just something I like to note. So now talking about some of the problems the car has had, if you even want to call it a problem. I had an alignment issue. I'll show you guys a video of what the car looked like. Basically, this was actually from the factory. I had this issue. Basically the wheel was like a centimeter to the left, which isn't really a huge deal, but with a brand new car, an expensive car, not that it's not a good deal, but it is an expensive car. You don't want that. So I took that back in, covered under warranty, and I'm pretty sure I'm all good now. Nothing seems to be out of line. The wheel seems to be straight. Not that it was a big deal before, but that was one thing that I had to take back to the dealership and have them take care of that, which they did. They did a great job of. Quick, took like a day, so not a big deal. So yeah, other than that, not much. Not many problems have come up. I feel like the car has been great. I mean, with 1,000 miles on a brand new car, I feel like you're not really expecting any problems to come up, so that was the only one, if you want to call that a problem, that has come up. But just overall, I've been loving the experience, love the way it looks. I never get tired of it. I feel like I'm in a much more exotic car than maybe it is, and it just feels great. So I mean, just looking at it, the speed, those are the positives of the car. And just the feel of it. You know, like I said, maybe the downside is not a whole lot of room in this driver's seat, but at the same time, you feel like everything's oriented towards you, so that can be flipped into a positive in a way. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys an update as far as how I'm liking the car. So I'm loving it. Everything's good. About to hit 1,000 miles, kind of a big milestone, I guess, and wanted to give you all just an update. So I'll see you guys on the next one for more CA content, updates in general, but also my car specifically, and peace.